What's up, guys? Welcome back to another podcast. I got a special guest. Listen, before I get started, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna show y'all him yet. I'm gonna big up on real quick though. Young man out of Houston, Texas. What's crazy is I was strolling on my personal YouTube, and he popped up. I was like, man, and then I started clicking his video. He said Houston, Texas. I was like, oh, I got to get him on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, you know what? Let me invite him on the podcast. The name is One Shot Nas. I was thinking Nas the rapper, but he gonna explain that to y'all. Man, welcome to the podcast, big dog.
What's up, man? What's up, man?
Yes,
What's up to the family out there? You know, shout out H-Time.
Yes, sir.
To be completely correct, Third Ward, Texas. That's where I'm
Come
from.
on.
You know what I'm saying? From the Dirty South.
Yes, sir.
H-Town bound. So it's a pleasure to be on the podcast.
Yeah, so I have a couple questions for you. Let's get this party started, all right? So we're going to talk about video.
Mm-hmm.
Why video is so important and why I believe that it's one of the most hardest jobs that you can ever do.
Yeah.
But don't get that much respect on.
I agree.
People don't respect the art in it.
Yeah,
all right.
100%.
So when did you start? When did you decide to pick up the camera and start recording other people?
So actually, that's a long story.
All right, let's make it short.
My dad did video for 25 years.
Okay. Ooh.
So it's kind of in my blood. I was always with him in the studio.
Okay.
He did broadcasting. But long story short, when I got married, I was into digital marketing.
Okay.
And it was going into COVID. And I decided to get into the video part of marketing because I wanted to make a lot of money. I said, it's COVID. People are changing and going video first.
Yes.
And they'll probably trust a 21-year-old before they trust a 50-year-old with their marketing.
That's true.
So that's when I decided to pick up a camera. I actually bought a course from a full-time filmmaker. Spent about $1,200 and it's completely changed my life. So I've been doing video ever since, and that was about 5-6 years ago.
It was crazy. I bought the same course.
Really? Hey, man. Hey, shout out to Parker Wellback, man.
You know what I'm
definitely changed lives out here.
So I bought it not because I needed it. I bought it because I wanted to make sure my tool was sharpened. Do you understand the difference? I wanted to make sure I ain't missing nothing.
Yeah.
Make sure that, hey, man, you know
always on point.
That I'm always on point.
Yeah.
One thing I learned about a lot of people is this. I learned there's some people who like super edits.
Yeah.
But 90% of people like basic.
Yeah.
So what is your clientele? Like what are you getting from the people that you're helping? Are you getting the people that want the like super edits? Or you want the people like, man, as long as I got captions and a couple B-rolls and I'm good?
So to answer that question, I am not a super editor.
Okay.
I'm tell you that right now.
Okay.
I am a DP. I am a shot person.
Okay.
I am about the angles. I'm about the audio.
Okay.
That's why I will edit my own film every time.
I got you.
So I do corporate video, which is mostly B-roll and captions.
Yes.
But in my doc films, I definitely focus more on the audio part. So that
okay.
makes me a little bit more of an editor. But nah, man, I got a friend right now who does 12 cuts in 20 seconds. You know, and I'm like, well, let's say 5 seconds. He's making it quick. He uses speed ramps and things like that. I used to try that, but I'm not an editor like that. So
I think editing comes with, so I have a lot of customers I deal with. So I have customers that's in real estate that's on monthly retainers. Either I go to their job site and I record them, or they come here and we record here. But what I learned is they don't have the eye we have.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? But the crazy part is I get some customers, this happened before, oh man, appreciate the podcast. I'm going to try it myself.
Yeah.
They go try it themselves.
Yeah.
Number one, they don't get a lot of views.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy.
Yeah.
The views be down because they're trying to go live.
Yeah.
The live is messing up.
100%.
It's messing
I've done that myself, actually.
And then they're like, whoa, 2 months later, hey, Lloyd.
Yeah.
Man, is the price still the same?
Yeah.
They ready to come back.
Yeah.
Because we got something that's different in the city, though.
Yeah.
I noticed. I know every podcast studio in Houston. I research. You know what I'm saying? So it's two things I see. Number one, they charging more than the car note.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%. Podcasting ain't easy.
So they charging more than the car note. And then number two is they not editing the videos. They just recording. You got the video. Have a good day.
Yeah.
So they don't understand what goes into video.
Yeah.
So I understand what a podcast show takes.
Exactly.
So the hardest part with my client is when they first come to the studio. Because once I know what they want, what they show, it's over.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's all timestamps.
100%. It is. It is, yeah.
So once you drop the video, color grade it. So let's talk about the process.
The hardest part of the day.
So the process, usually, outside of the rendering, it shouldn't take me no longer than 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
20.
Wow.
You know why? Let me tell you why though. Because I already know what they need. I already built out their show.
Yeah, you know the
So
timeline.
I already got the pop-ups. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't try to create new. Well, just one season, we're using these Instagram pop-ups.
Yeah.
These pop-ups for your website.
Yeah.
We're using the same pop-ups.
Yeah.
So once I create all the pop-ups and I give them a sheet that's an hour long, they just tell me what they want everything to get on the sheet and send it back to me.
Yeah, see, that's why it takes me 4 hours because I don't know the timeline. Like, when I got into weddings, I was so confused. I was like, what's this timeline? Then eventually I got into the timeline. I said, oh, okay, now I know how to shoot this. But
I got you.
People in podcasts, you have to have an eye for it. And my thing with podcasts is the ears for it.
Ooh.
To sit and listen to it. And you've got the experience now to know where it sounds good live. In live, knowing the timestamp, maybe that sounds good at 26 minutes or 38 minutes. Some people have to sit back and actually watch the whole 2-hour podcast just to put the edit together.
So let me tell you, I don't watch them.
You don't watch them?
Don't need to. They said what they said.
You right.
You know what I'm saying? They said what they said. Why would I want to? So what if I had 10 podcasts?
Yeah, I know.
So you talking about watching a podcast, trying to figure out the reels? No. I don't. My brain don't function like that.
Yeah.
So, but the way I do it so fast is they said what they said. It's no need for me to go watch what they said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my job is, you tell me that time sheet. I'm gonna boom, 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 and then only time I do watch it is for me to look for these clips.
To do switch.
To do the clip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's it. You know
do you have clients that come in here and go, I don't remember what we just shot?
I have a lot. That's on them, not me. Watch it yourself.
Yeah.
My job ain't to watch your podcast and make sure you did what you're supposed to do.
I feel that. It takes a load.
No, you gotta have strict. You gotta be strict with clients.
I feel that. 100%.
If you don't be strict with them, they're gonna overcharge you.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying overcharge you. They're gonna the fee that they pay. They want 10 times more.
100%.
And I'm not giving it.
I say no more than I say yes. So yeah,
I done turned down clients because I'm like, oh, you're not a good client for me.
Oh yeah,
have a good day.
I actually don't shoot weddings because I turn all of them down. I second shoot weddings. I'm a freelancer, of course, but I turn down every single wedding that people ask me to do, and I send them to somebody else because I can say no, and it's just you're not the client for me at this point. So
all right. So this is I got which is cool. That's why it's good to. So I've been editing videos this year. Make year 27.
You've been editing longer than I've been born.
So I edited my first video back in 1998. All right.
I was born in 99. It's love though.
It's love though. But I want you to know what I love about it is okay. So let me tell you my number one pet peeve. When people using AI to make the edits quicker.
Yeah.
But everybody's videos looking alike.
I know.
So I can tell you when you use Opus, when you use captions, when you use Submagic.
That's very true.
I can tell exactly.
That's very true.
You know why? Because I bought all of them. See what's behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Because I need to see what it is. So then I know, with podcast, I can just use Opus.
Yeah.
Rule number one, Opus. If you record in 4K and you put that thing in Opus, it's automatic 1080p.
Yeah, exactly. It's on down sample immediately.
Yeah. You're getting your reels, but
I don't like the AI cut choices they have on a lot of their movement.
Okay.
It's just a lot of weird captions. Maybe they use emojis in it. I don't really like that. I do like going back myself and making sure I get the clean cut, especially with the 4K thing and going to downsample. So
got you.
I'm not really a fan of Opus, but I mean for the timestamp part, for a person who doesn't do it all the time, I do use their timestamps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about the name. One Shot Nas. Where did it come from, and what made you think about that name?
That's a great question. Actually, One Shot Nas. First of all, Nas is a family name.
Okay.
I got that from, my family got that from Nasir Jones, the rapper. Of course, everybody knows who that is.
Yes.
My name is Nasir. So Nas is that. But I needed a name that was more film-based. So I was like, man, I guess One Shot. One Shot Nas. They were like, man, that sounds good. I'm kind of a king for coming up with names. It was in marketing. Okay. So like my business name is called Outrageous Clicks. They were like, wow, that sounds very much like a media company, or a marketing company. So I was like, yeah. So I went with One Shot Nas to do more of my personal journey, passion jobs, things like that. So that's all my handles now.
I like that. Because when I seen One Shot Nas, I was like, oh, he must only take one shot. He must be cold. That was my mindset.
Yeah, people have started to put me in that category now. Oh, it's only one take. No, it's not one take. It's just a name. So we're gonna make sure we get this take 4 or 5 times. We're gonna make sure we get it. Safety is always good.
All right, so let's talk about. Okay, I seen you at this corporate event. Okay. 3 days in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So, how many hours a day was you over there, and what was some of the good and bad that you learned on this trip? Like when it comes to filming everything.
Okay, so actually I just came back from Dallas again yesterday.
Okay.
So what I learned was the pro is clients are always right. No matter what you feel, their client is right. They're paying for what you're doing.
Okay.
The hours I was there probably 3 full days.
How many hours a day?
That's probably a good 8 hours for corporate clients. Film is more 10 hours.
So 24 hours.
So yeah, probably about that.
Okay.
And it was pretty smooth, man. We did more podcast style where they just did 2 camera setup, one tight, one wide. Just using lives and stuff. I think the con I learned the most was I hate using lavaliers, and I've been using lavaliers for the past 3-4 years. But I just hate miking people up, especially using the wireless mics when you always have to watch them and before they die. So I actually invested into some boom mics, and I was able to throw up some boom mics every now and then.
Okay.
So that was a pro and a con. But besides that, corporate wise, it was pretty smooth, man. It was a long drive, but it was good.
Okay. Can I ask that question because I have different type of clients. So I have the low end clients.
Yeah.
When I say low end, like they come, they know they're paying $385.
Yeah.
They my low end client. They know they only getting these 10 things.
Yeah.
We record. We ain't gonna change the play and stick to it.
Yeah.
I also have $5,000 clients.
Yeah.
I charge them $5,000 to build out their funnels.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
That's to me. If your website don't have a funnel, you got to glorify portfolio. So you got to kind of think like, is your website really moving the way you need to move, or is your website just a glorified portfolio of what you do?
So let me ask you a question. Do you charge for just the labor of a film? Like of the filming process? Because it sounds like the funnel part is definitely like in the marketing standpoint.
Yeah.
I actually get away from that personally because that's a lot of back end with the client, but there are people like you who are good with the communication with the client. They have patience for the client in that standpoint. Because I started doing that, definitely doing like social media management and all that. That was a lot for me. So I just got strictly into the video part. So like talking about sales funnel or building a website, I actually outsourced for that. So I would be sending you more people to do the outsourcing. So
let me tell you, let me tell you the beauty of why we do have a lot of clients on social media management. But we use a tool called Metro Tool. You heard of it? So Metro Tool, it allows you to put all their social medias into there.
Really?
And so once we put their social media in there, and then now we charge $750 to $1,200, depends on per month. But you got to commit to 3 months. You notice I got everybody on retainer.
I love that ideal.
I make people commit. You commit, I can't work with you.
Exactly.
Straight up.
Yeah.
And it's just business.
Partnership. Yeah.
That's
100%.
it. Yeah. Because this is the thing. You guys want results right away when sometimes we have to build for results. So we can't just create something and be like, oh my God, it's just done. It's like sometimes you have to build for results. So let's get back to that. So once they pay the money, we post 15 times a month. All right?
That's not bad.
And we will post 30 if 15 of the videos come from them go filming it themselves and send it to us.
I like that. You put a lot on the client.
If you
put pressure on the client.
No, 15 of the videos you can come to the studio, we can record.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But then we're only posting these 15.
Yeah.
Because this is the thing about marketing. Okay, so let's talk about TV shows.
Okay.
why is it? Why do people? Why do they leave you with the cliffhanger for the next week?
For you to tune in.
All right. So one of the biggest myths in social media is this: you should post every day. Not really. That's not it. So this is the question: do you post 3 times a week and have 2 videos on $5 ads to go to a website to collect their data?
Question? I actually don't. I stopped using ads.
Okay, I don't like ads. Okay.
Well, I wouldn't say I don't like them. I actually started my business on just rolling through ads all day, every day. I was paying for them per month. The way the algorithm changed for Instagram really deaded the way the payment system worked at the time for me.
I got you.
And then I'll tell you this: the caliber of client on ads are also a thing.
You got to be careful.
You got to be very careful because I would rather pay for a LinkedIn client than to pay for an Instagram client.
I got you.
So that was a thing for me as well, to why I stopped. But posting wise on social media, I do post. I used to post 2 or 3 times a week, but I actually stopped doing that because my returning customers, I mean, they watch my stories all the time.
Referrals go crazy.
Crazy.
So let me tell you a hack that people don't know about social media is I paid thousands and thousands of dollars for ads. Thousands. Maybe over $100,000. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
But we have a social media management agent that we can call that can direct us on how to really truly run the ads so we can get the best. I run ads for exposure.
Yeah.
So some people would DM me, or some people would be like, "Hey, y'all sure y'all charging $385 a podcast?" Or, "Oh, y'all got a site wall?" Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I run it for exposure.
I agree.
Once they get here, I close them. So let me tell you a play I have.
That's good traffic.
So let me tell you a play I have. I have a try before you buy play. So I'll be like, "Hey, come in and record your first 7 to 10 minute podcast. Sit down, and then when you leave, I'll send it back to you within the next hour."
Wow. You are efficient. I tell you that. I am efficient, but like, Jesus Christ, your systematics is...
Because you got to have a system, though.
Yeah, I agree.
There's no system, and I'm going to show you the format I have for podcasts. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, go right here, cut this thumbnail out, put it over here, cut these reels out, put it over here, boom, 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 boom. And I only got 2 editors that help me.
Wow.
So, and majority of the time, I'll get it started. And then I'll be like, okay, you go right here. We use Frame.io.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, that's pretty easy to work with. Yeah.
Just to like, you're like, hey, go right here. All right, do that. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
It's crazy though, because you get to meet so many different
You do.
So what's important? The camera or the lens?
What's important? The camera or the lens? Marry the lens, date the camera. Every time, all day, every day, marry the lens, date the camera. Camera bodies outdate all the time. Lenses don't. I use a Sigma 1835 for everything that I do. And that lens is probably like 6 years old. But that lens, people still ask me, man, what did you put on the camera?
$600.
I know, that's true. Especially with the certain systems you have, like Sony E-mount lenses are almost inevitable.
Crazy.
Because everybody has a lot of lenses, but Sony just rules the world with their lenses. So at the end of the day, no matter what camera body you buy, of course, everybody can use the same lenses. But when they have so many, it makes you want to marry more lenses than marry their camera bodies. You will date those camera bodies, go in and out all the time. I'm actually about to upgrade from the FX30 because I'm just kind of tired of the body. But man, keeping those lenses for it, shoot, I don't have to worry about buying.
So you going to the F3?
No, actually, I'm.
Are you going to the A6400?
No, I'm actually going to get the Canon C70.
Okay.
Either that, if they make an FX3 Mark II, I'll think about it. If they make an FX6 Mark II, I'll probably get that one. But I'm a Canon person at the end of the day.
So I told you off the camera, I'm like, man, I'm gonna get the 30s.
Yeah.
Just for podcasting though.
Of course.
That's the only thing I'm getting it for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna have like these batteries. You stick the batteries in there, plug they ain't gotta move.
Oh yeah.
We just good.
It's AC power. It's an amazing camera. I do own 2 of them. They're completely rigged out. I tell anybody who's looking to buy a camera and looking to buy a more affordable camera, this FX30 is gonna be.
So you selling them for $1,500 or what?
Shoot, if you need it, let me know. I gotta sell this Blackmagic 6K first, and then I'll talk to you about that one. It's an amazing camera though, man. I think you should get it. Yeah, like it's fire for anybody who's looking to have
that 6K hard to sell though.
It is. It's been sitting in my closet for a long time.
I have 4 total. Look, one of them broke.
Yeah.
I called around Houston. I called around everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, people say, we can't help you, brother.
I know.
So I said, damn. So I called Black Magic. It was like, yeah, send it to us. We'll let you know the price. So what happened was I was filming at Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm all filming at Amazon, and I'm getting it. I brought my helper with me. He forgot. See the leg?
Mm-hmm.
That leg over here, the red?
Yeah.
He forgot to snap it.
Oh, so it fell over. It's happened maybe once or twice. Well, what happened to the camera? Did the screen break? Because sometimes
the screen did not break, but the screen was you couldn't see no more. I mean, it had a like a little like a thing in the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And then the lens broke, and then which I've done, but the camera still like it was new, but I knew it was messed up.
Yeah.
And then I sent it to them. They just emailed me back. They said, yes, sir. I mean, just got to tell you. I'm about to show you what they sent me.
Sometimes when you send it back to the dealership, I want you to buy another car.
What? Oh, man. So I'm like,
yeah,
I gotta get my camera back though. So I don't care. I don't care what they're saying. I gotta pay for it.
Yeah, I feel that.
So to fix it, and these are just the 4K, $658.
Oh my God! You could damn near buy another one. What? That's
what I'm telling you.
New car dealership wants you to buy a car at their dealership today.
Yes. I'm like, what happened? Jeez. What we talking about here? I mean, y'all not. I kind of miss what y'all saying.
Yeah, at that point.
I'm a little slow.
Yeah, I'm a man. See, that's why I always buy 2 or 3 cameras because
of
course. I done had a camera just full out mess up. And, it's just, now you got to send it back. And when you send it back, now you got to pay half the price for the dang on camera. I didn't have lenses break like that. So I don't like the process of fixing and breaking cameras like that. So I just make sure I completely rig mine out, and I'm extra safety with my stuff. I ain't gonna lie.
I be too.
Yeah. But yeah. That's why I don't like handing people my stuff either. That's why I am insurance stuff, but like, I still don't trust a friend or not. I'm like, dude, because man, dude, I'm down one camera, now I'm down some money. So in both ends, shoot, I ain't got time for all
I got
that.
paid $1,500 for the job, but I'm like, God damn.
Half of that's going to That's funny. So let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What do you feel about lenses and bodies? Like lenses and camera bodies?
Okay. So the number one reason why I'm switching this out.
Okay.
Because I have to go raw so I can get the full 4K. This is only 1080p.
Okay.
But it's switching right now while I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But this is only 1080p. So I have to go, if I want the best quality, I have to go straight raw.
That's a lot of storage, but yeah, that's a lot of storage. You're talking about like raw as in?
I'm talking about. Oh yeah. So each, a 1 hour podcast video is 40 gigs.
That's not bad.
All right,
that's good.
40 gigs for one camera.
Oh Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ!
One camera.
Of Sony.
But I learned this hack lately. Okay, so I'm usually dropping I used to try to drop I say lately, but it's been a while, but I usually try to take once I get the video and drop it on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I got the studio Mac and all that, what you got to do is keep wherever it's at plugged in, keep it plugged in, and then work off of that. So
the external hard drive?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a better a better way to work. Which I hate the fact that I just drop them on the computer. I'm like, man, but it'd be slowing my stuff down.
RAM is hard to come by. I've been doing that for a minute too, because when I ran to that same issue, I don't care if it was Canon or small files or not. Man, my computer started slowing up when I was trying to click Safari. So I was like, nah. We're going external hard drive every time.
So what's the best editing software?
DaVinci Resolve.
Oh, man.
DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve. I'm going to tell you why. Coloring.
Yes.
The workflow is so much easier. I've used everyone except Additive or whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't used that one, but I've used Premiere. I started on Premiere. I hate the way it crashes. You can do a lot of crazy
Premiere crash too much.
Too much. I can't do that with a client, you know. And then it has a weird autosave. I use Final Cut. That's very simple. I love the simplicity of Final Cut.
It is.
Color wise, nothing beats DaVinci.
Nothing.
I don't care what you're doing.
Do you got the because
no, I don't have all that.
I'm thinking I'm about to get that too.
I think that would be great.
I am getting that.
And let me tell you this. I use DaVinci full all the way, and I still have not paid for it.
Oh yeah.
I have not paid for it.
Well, mine came free when I bought
the yeah, exactly. I bought Blackmagic used. So I have not paid for it. But the thing that makes it so efficient is the way that it separates every tab. Yeah. When you have a media tab, you have an edit tab, you have a color tab, you have a music tab, you have a export tab. That's so much easier than adding layers, and I think that takes a lot of the pressure off the computer.
Yes,
and that was efficient for me. And I say, you know what? I'm an advocate for DaVinci Resolve regardless. Gotcha. So that's what the change was for me.
So what was one of the most funniest things to me this year was when they took off the app, TikTok.
Yeah.
My wife said, "You laughing?" I said, "Because I'm gonna look into the camera. You guys who think you can edit,
I know.
You really think you can edit? When y'all lost TikTok app, y'all was crying." And so this is what separates the people who know what to edit. So listen, it's usually 5 things in the edit. Number 1, text.
Yes.
Number 2, B-roll.
Yes.
Number 3, audio.
100%.
Number 4, effects.
Yeah.
If they want effects.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times some people are like, I don't.
Yeah, it's gonna dry. Yeah,
it's gonna dry.
dry.
And then number 5 is the way you make it move.
Yeah.
So like sometimes it can go in and out and in. It can just like making it really work.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times what I learned though, a lot of customers don't even like B-roll.
Really?
They like, I just want the captions and the effects.
Really? I can see that. You know I am a full-time filmmaker.
When I say B-roll, I'm talking about they're doing like the real estate client. They're like real estate people, or they just want to do. They want them with the captions and maybe some effects.
Really?
They don't really like a lot
the
of
house,
like a lot of B-roll.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's a house they have for sale, they want it B-roll down.
100%.
That's different. But if they talking about a certain subject, they really want just them.
I agree. Now that I agree with, because I've had social media clients who I'll shoot B-roll like in the studio with them, and then they're like, "Can you show me a little longer?" Or I'll do an event and then like say I work with somebody else. The guy will be like, "Hey, can you show the speaker a little bit more?" Usually, what I do with my B-roll is, or with my audio track is, I get the audio track from the person, and then I'll just have it, directed with the B-roll. Okay. And then maybe with my second camera, I'll put their talking point in there while they're going. I like to clip that stuff together. Hopefully this makes sense to people.
They probably don't know.
But I've ran into that problem. I don't really like A-roll like that. That's just me though. But I know people on social media, especially for like podcasts, that A-roll is it for them. Even on podcasts, I will put stock footage on stuff. Because I don't. It's hard to. I got ADHD, so it's hard for me to just watch them talk the entire time. It has to flip enough for me between 2 people talking.
So, all right. So let's talk about this. AI. Do you think it's gonna take our job?
Hey, no.
No way. It can't. You can curse, but I'm just saying.
No, sir. It can't.
But why not? Why not?
Because it can't take our edit. It can't take our shots. It can't take.
I got OPS though.
OPS is different. That's timestamp. That's timestamp. That edit is not the same as a documentary.
I got you.
That documentary, that film cannot be edited from an artificial intelligence. It has to have a person who is listening to the flow and tone of the film, of the doc, and then what the person is talking about. I do a lot of documentary urban development. That could not take my job. Because I'm listening to what the person is talking about in the tense of it. I'm picking the music. I'm picking the B-roll behind that shot.
Yes.
And it's not possible. Now, it's possible to take a lot of jobs, when it comes to maybe picking music. It could do that for sure. Or corporate or real estate. It could take a lot of that. But when it comes to true film, I don't see it nowhere near close.
So you getting your B-roll, which one would you rather? Story blocks or Envato?
I actually don't use neither one.
Which one do you use?
I use Pixels. Pixels is free.
Pixels.
It's free. Yeah, it's free.
Yeah, I like Pixels.
And I'm really not a stock person. I am a B-roll guy. I'm like full-time filmmaker. I'm B-roll king. I have to get B-roll.
Why you there?
While I'm there, and because it has to be real time. I don't really like everything extra. Like because I'm a DP, it has to match my camera settings.
I got you,
and that's a big thing for me. So at the end of the day,
yeah, because I hate. Oh, that's not. Let me tell you something. I hate to tell you the bad news. I hate to tell you bad news.
Yeah.
I can't stand two different cameras.
Yeah.
When. So that one over there is the Sony
A6700.
No, 10.
Oh, okay.
EV10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I heard the camera's pretty nice.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's something I run with.
Okay.
I can run around with it. Play around.
Yeah.
Still get 4K.
Yeah.
I'm super good.
Yeah.
I can add my battery pack.
Yeah.
I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I cannot stand when let me look to this camera real quick, man. Look, man. If somebody filming you and you have a side angle and a front angle, please, when you go to that side angle, it needs to match that front angle. The ISO, which some of y'all know what I'm saying, might be at 1200.
Yeah.
And this ISO at 250.
Yeah.
It's not making sense.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So
agree.
I'm like, yeah, it's not making sense.
I am subjective to that.
Okay, go ahead.
Because Jason Morris on YouTube, shout out Jason Morris in Australia. Jason Morris on YouTube said that he always buys two different cameras.
Okay.
And I was confused by that. But I've always rocked with two different cameras. The only reason why is one, because you can do color match. You can do cine match.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
But this is how you make that better. You have to have the same settings when it comes to ISO.
Yes.
But your lenses, when you switch between two different cameras,
automatically.
it has to be like your B cam has to be 100 mil. Because we can't tell the difference between the cameras. But if you have a 35 mil and a 50 mil, I can see the difference.
Quick.
I can see the color difference. I can see the way the bokeh is, if it's APS-C versus full frame. But if you have 100 mil on APS-C and a full frame 24 mil, you really cannot see the difference unless you're finicky with color. But nowadays, all cameras are so well versed with color, you can truly match it. But rule of thumb, I still wouldn't do it. I still wouldn't have two different cameras. I do it all the time, but I actually bought a second FX30 to just not have that problem, and just run with it.
So what make you want to switch cameras? Why you tired of the FX30? I like the FX30 because of the fact that I like the fan.
Yeah.
I like because it don't overheat and all that. A lot of times these cameras, they're running too long, they're gonna overheat.
Yeah.
When they start overheating, the video's gonna start getting choppy.
Yeah. I say limitation with the Sony FX30. It's an amazing camera. Every day, all day, I run with those cameras full 100%. But in some of the things that I do, it's limited. Low light, of course.
Of course, low light.
But
if it's in the studio, you're never gonna be low.
Never. So, and I bring lights everywhere I go. But when I'm in advance, I do have a problem. The only reason why I want to change the Canon is because of the style of work. I've tried to do documentaries with the Sony FX30, and you have to build that rig out like you're running something crazy.
I got you.
And that can be cumbersome. So a lot of things in the efficiency category is the reason why I want to change. The C70 is just the body. Now, even with the FX6, you have to build it out a little bit more. And sometimes you don't want to do that. You just want to get the shot.
But we talking for somebody like you that's a runner though.
Running gun.
I call it. Reason why I call it running because you going to all these different spots. But somebody who's stationary.
Yeah.
To me, that'd be a better fit for them.
Yes, I agree.
If you're stationed there, if you're not trying to go nowhere.
Run and gun, I think the best camera you can go is FX3. That's the best camera you can get. People want to.
So I might buy 3 FX30s.
Yeah, and then one FX3.
One FX3.
Yeah, it's a damn. It's the same camera. I've been on set with both cameras.
$20K though. Talking about $20K.
Yeah, I'm not buying that camera.
I'm talking about all of them together like $20K.
Yeah, that is a lot. I'm just an FX. I made a video talking about the FX30 versus the FX3.
Okay,
2 is better than 1 for that price range.
It is.
The FX3 is the same exact camera. It just has 12,800 ISO with
it's the lighting. That's in the full frame, but who cares?
I know. But run and gun wise, you want to run and gun, Netflix 3 is your bet.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what.
All right. So I want to play a quick game because I want to know your mindset.
For sure.
I'm gonna tell you 2 words. You tell me, do you need both to be successful or you don't?
Okay, for sure.
You need none of them.
Okay.
Number 1, confidence and cockiness.
You need both.
Why?
You need both because you need confidence and you need cockiness to make sure people know who you are. But confidence in yourself to make sure you know you're going the right place and you have the right mindset behind your self-esteem. But like cockiness, you need that for everybody else to know your self-esteem.
Period.
Yeah.
All right. The next one is purpose or passion. Do you need both or you
purpose.
Need one?
You need one. Purpose. Determination beats motivation. Consistency beats motivation. Because motivation is a purpose. That's what was the other word?
Purpose or passion.
Motivation is passion. But passion running in and out. That's kind of like love. You run in and out of love every day. But when you're purposely being in marriage, then you decide you choosing to stay every day.
Every day.
Even I don't care if we in business. You can be passionate about this business and then not passionate tomorrow.
I tell people all the time, I shut this studio down, keep my marriage.
100%.
This studio
and some people go against the grain with that. And I'm not an advocate for that.
Yeah.
Now, money is not the ruler of all things. You know, passion is not. So.
All right, so money or motivation? Which one you need or you don't need that of?
I would say neither one. Money is a root of all evil, but money is a tool to get places. What was the other one? Motivation. Motivation is like passion. Motivation is an in and out feeling. I'm from the hood, so emotions can cloud your judgment.
I got you.
Motivation is an emotion. I'm a fitness person. You can be motivated today and not motivated tomorrow.
That's true.
But determination and consistency keep you everywhere. So either one is either one. I would say I wouldn't need either one, but money is a tool to get to places I need to go.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you a couple words, and I'm gonna give you an acronym, and you tell me what you think about it. Poor acronym, passing over opportunity repeatedly. What do it mean to you?
So we said passing over
opportunity repeatedly.
I agree. I think poor is a mindset. You know, because not having money is two different things. Bossman D-Lo said that. Bossman D-Lo said slow motion is better than no motion. So, but that's a mindset. That's consistency. Because you might look like you're making a whole lot of money. You might not have none. But poor is poverty is something we have to get out of.
Come on, talk about it.
Poverty is just the thought process of I can't do nothing, I don't have nothing, and I won't take the opportunity like you use. So being broke is the same thing. You literally have to just determine yourself that I will get there. Faith without works is dead. So that to me is, I agree.
All right, so denial, acronym. Don't even notice I am lying.
Don't even notice I am lying.
Denial. What do it mean to you?
Don't even notice I am lying. I think that goes with cockiness.
A lot of people in denial though with their life. I call it the deferred distractions. So deferred distractions is you rather do something to look productive versus do what you need to do.
I agree. Go back to the poor mindset. I think this all go with purpose.
Yes,
it depends on what you purpose in life. If you purpose how other people view you, then you tend to fall in denial. But if you are confident in yourself and your own decisions, then denial ain't a thing. It's never I'm lying to myself. I'm in my own way and I can recognize that, and cockiness should help you get out of that way. So hopefully that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. All right, last one is money. So acronym, momentarily owned, not externally yours.
I agree. Dang, it's powerful stuff. Momentarily yours.
No, momentarily owned.
Owned.
Not externally yours.
Not externally. It's not. It ain't true. I saw a guy on the podcast rip up a 20 and that made me hurt. I was like, man. But that is not it's not yours. It's just what you need to get to the next thing. So you have to realize that. And a lot of people in business do, husbands do, fathers do.
Come on.
Because we always in the mind of getting the money. But like I say, Jesus wasn't thinking about money. He was thinking about serving in life.
Helping.
It was just his purpose. It's just the idea of what he had. And look at a lot of people who are looking to change people. Their ideal is not money. It's just service and helping somebody else.
So this is what I tell people all the time. I say, we have the studio to help people.
Yeah.
But we don't need the studio to make money.
100%. I agree.
Because we already have our own digital products. We have our own community.
Yeah.
Me and my wife brand OM2H. OM2H stands for One Marriage, Two Hustlers.
I agree with that.
That's love. So we work together every day.
Yeah.
And so like when we do our podcast, we come from a different perspective than most marriages because we are a couple that's working together every single day. She do all the back end stuff, I do the front end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the muscle, she the brain. So I'm the person like, I'm gonna go hand out 500 flyers, I'll be back. And then she the person like, okay. And then they might call me. And I'm like, 1 second. And then she like, sign document.
Yeah.
We done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's different in that one. You different in that one.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. All right. So I want to change your perspective on something.
For sure.
What if Instagram, pay attention guys, what if Instagram have a RIP and the minute you die, it puts your content on a AI that starts it over and it just keeps repeating when you die? What do you want your legacy to look like? So I go there because are you creating content so in the next 50 years or 80 years, whenever God take you away, that people can go back and look at that can inspire them?
I would say with my personal content.
Yeah, your personal.
When it comes to me and my business, no. When it comes to my passion in urban development, documentary,
yes,
that is for 50 years from now. So somebody can see it and go, man, we need a change. We need to do this. We got to go to our community, help each other out, and we got to go and do whatever it takes.
So do you want people to see you or you want them to see your work?
I want them to see the vision. Okay. I could care less about my credit in the name.
I got you.
That's because it's bigger than me.
It got to be.
It's bigger than the program. You know, nobody bigger than the program.
Unfortunately, a lot of people are attracted to people.
I know. I hate it. But I hate it too. I know.
So
I know.
People say, man, you should start a school with Alice and Mosey. But I'm like, why when I already got like 300 people on my website?
Yeah.
That's paying monthly.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would I want to just go, let's put a wave at? Continue on the wave.
Yeah, exactly.
When everybody go right, I go left.
100%.
I've been on. We started podcast in 2017. You know what I'm saying?
Before it was huge. Yeah. That's the way.
We started podcasting. I can show you videos when we was at our house podcasting, inviting people over.
Yeah.
Didn't know what the hell we was doing.
Yeah.
I didn't have everything all I had was I had a camera. I had two cameras that was pointing at us, and we wasn't even using the audio. We was using the camera audio.
Yeah. It's called determination.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We didn't get to mixer, switcher, cameras. We didn't get there.
Well, I applaud you for your determination, and I applaud you for your success.
But what made us do it was people started asking us, how can we rent your house out?
Yeah.
I was telling my wife, if they're asking to rent the house out, they'll want to rent this out. So the most podcasts we have in one month, we had 42 podcasts in 1 month.
Lee, congratulations to you.
But that was because the price point.
That's what you're saying.
Because no, it was even cheaper.
Really?
It was $285.
God dang.
For 1-hour episodes, but we sucked them in. And then we decided, we got to at least go $385.
Yeah.
So then we lost some people, which is cool.
Yeah.
You know how I go.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I went $375 to $3,500. They was like, what the hell? So it'd be like that.
Yeah. So what are some of the challenges that you feel like you trying to overcome with your business?
I think everybody's business goes through bringing in cold customers, bringing in that cold market. That's the number one challenge I'm trying to fix with the business.
Okay.
I feel like I have my business plan. I actually redid all this at the beginning of 2025. I wanted to readjust my business. I had been doing freelance work for so long. I said I want to go back into the business ideal.
Yes.
And now what I'm working on is just getting clients in. And it's been working. That's why I was in Dallas. That's why I just came back from Dallas.
It's working, man.
So it's been that, and I actually might have to get back into ads. So it's really just revamping all the marketing and getting cold clients back into warm clients. That's what it is.
I like that.
Yeah.
So what are some of the hardest things about editing a video?
Editing a video? Playback. Playback.
Not
overthinking. Shoot. I'll tell you the number one. Writer's block. Writer's block, especially when you want to make a creative. That is the number one problem. Sometimes I'll procrastinate because I just don't feel the video right now.
So do you do what I do though? I think you need to do this because I got ADHD bad.
I do too.
Super bad. My wife say, man, I'm like,
yeah.
I got.
It's hard for me to drink coffee.
Listen. So what I do is I go to Instagram. When I see an ad, anybody ad, I start recording it on my phone. So I build a stockpile of ads. And I say, let me see what they doing. Okay, I got it. Now I'm inspirational.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm big on batch recording. So like, I will come here on a Friday night, get in there and just go, I'm about to go crazy.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I'm big on batch recording. I want to record 10, 20, 30 videos at one time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I try to record in a series. So like, these videos are about mindset. These 5 videos. So I'm going to create 5 mindset videos. And so you use ChatGPT?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I do. Every now and then. Yeah.
Do you use the one that talk to you or use the regular one?
The regular one.
Yeah.
It talk to you. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, what?
Okay. So let me
please put me on.
let me tell you something. So once you understand, my clients, one reason why they love me is I built out systems and processes for them. And so when we start working, come on, baby. Yo, what's up? How you doing today? Hold on. Talk to me. How you doing today?
Hey, Lloyd. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm good, man. I had a couple ideas about creating some content with podcasting. What you think?
That sounds awesome. What kind of content are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about mindset. I'm thinking about becoming the best version of myself. Can you give me 3 ideas real quick?
Absolutely. You could start with an episode on cultivating a growth mindset, then maybe one on daily habits that lead to self-improvement, and another on overcoming limiting beliefs.
I like that. Wait. I like that, but I need you to go just a little bit more deeper.
All right. For a deeper dive, how about exploring the psychology behind a growth mindset, like how it affects brain development? For habits, you could focus on the science of habit formation. And for limiting beliefs, you could delve into cognitive restructuring techniques.
What's the name of that?
It sounds pretty good, but listen, again, I'm going to come back because I'm thinking about some stuff, but one of the things, matter of fact, can you change your voice to a Louisiana Cajun lady?
Et toi.
Sure thing, share what you got on your mind.
I like that. So, all right. So before I let you go, I'm going to tell you, I need to create an ad. And this ad needs to be so focused on video editing. What you got in mind?
All right, for a video editing ad, how about showcasing some before and after clips that really highlight the difference editing makes? Add some testimonials, throw in a catchy line about transforming raw footage into cinematic magic.
So everything we talk about.
Oh, it's already written because that was going to be my first concern. I know I heard it.
It's
everything.
Already written.
Wasn't that? That's ChatGPT or?
Yeah, that's the paid version. $20 a month.
Yeah, I was saying that $20 a month. Yeah. Okay, well,
do you want to get on the 20 or you don't want to get on the 20? All right, so look, I'm about to cross over, alley hoop. Any questions you want to ask me? Because you met me, and I really appreciate you coming on, though.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You responded. You know, most people do come on, but I like the way he's like, cool, I come at this time. So, but yeah. So, what made you want to come on? That's the real question.
What made me want to come on is getting out of my comfort zone.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
And just you know, doing this is my first podcast, and I always thought I was gonna be, you know, on people's things, not to be zealous or nothing, but just just want to make sure I tell my own story. So that's what I want to make sure I do. I like the YouTube stuff, but I think talking about like the passion projects and stuff like that, like is more important than just talking about what cameras to buy. Yeah. So when you offered the ideal of interview, I was like, I'll take it. Let's try it. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. And I'm actually liking it. So
but you didn't even know. You didn't even know who I was. You was like, nah, let's do this.
Yeah, because I'm very much into security. I'm like, okay, let me make sure. You send me the address. I grew across the street, so I said, I know where I'm at. I can call a couple people if I need it. Yeah, so it's good.
Yeah, I could call them up.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So yeah, any question you want to ask me? Because I like to, you know, sometimes I want to ask you a question. Like,
yeah, no, it's good. I would say, what's your next 5-year plan?
Next 5-year plan, we're about to build a building.
Oh, that's amazing.
One side is straight content creators. So you're going to have multiple rooms with LED screens, not walls, LED screens, so that when the podcasters get there, they can change it to any color they want to change to, or they can put the background the way they want. So we're not limited. I don't think we're limited on is the furniture. All right?
Yeah.
Now, this is about to leave. We're getting a 10-foot by 8-foot LED screen.
That's going to be fire.
In here.
Yeah.
For the podcasters.
Yeah. Shout out Captain Studios in Houston, but Captain Studios does that too.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to do in here.
Okay,
you know,
for sure.
Okay. One side of the 20,000 square foot building is going to be straight for content creators, photography, big site wall, all that. The other side, that's going to be for movies.
That sounds fire.
Movies, sitcoms.
How big is the building?
Everything. I'm looking for at least a 20,000 to 30,000 square feet building.
That's going to be fire.
I'm looking for something that the city don't really. I see every studio. So
yeah.
I see every studio. Yeah. I know that studio you're saying, the Capture Studio. I see every studio.
Yeah.
So, but what I learned is people buy people.
They do.
Studios. People buy people.
They do.
So the people rocking with me, they love me.
Yeah.
They love my wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they love the fact, especially the podcasters. Man, I can sit down, record. He's sitting back in 48 hours.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They love that. So I think people trying to sell their studios, when you need to sell your personality.
Yeah.
You need to sell who's running the studio.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because when people know what you can do for them, I promise you, they'll send you more business. I had 4 or 5 people call us this week from some of our podcasters. Hey, man, y'all in downtown. And
you're in a great place, too.
You know
Yeah.
I'm coming through.
Yeah.
Trying to get more white clients, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
you know
really.
I'm trying to get more.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. It'd be like that.
And just be honest.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I got a couple, but I need more.
Yeah. You got to diversify that dollar.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
you know
you ain't the only one. So it is.
Keeping it real.
Yeah.
I want to be real. I'm like, bro, I need more white customers.
Yeah.
And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? So I have a couple hard-hitting customers in Houston. They deal. Matter of fact, a lot of my real estate agents, they build in neighborhoods.
Good.
They on some other shit.
Good.
They building neighborhoods.
Good, Mayberry.
But yeah, any other questions?
I would say another question would be, what is your sanity like with editing all those videos?
It's good because I enjoy them, but I also, okay, imagine an art, like a painter.
Yeah.
Do he get tired of painting?
That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
I don't get tired of editing because it allows, it's my, I need to go home and drink. I need to go home and smoke.
Yeah.
I need to go home and relax my mind, watch TV.
That's beautiful.
That's my, man.
That's beautiful.
This is art. I'm creating art that they about to release to the world. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's podcasting, whether it's, I'm creating. One of my customers last year, Let's Talk Like Men, 35 million views.
Oh, really?
I'm loving it.
Please put me on that podcast with you next time. Jesus Christ. That's fine.
Because we create art.
Yeah.
So this is a digital. The way I look at digital is like, my slogan is, if you document your moments, you never create content.
Okay. I would say editing, man, I'm going to toss you my editing work. Editing for me is a little bit more, I wouldn't say it's stressful. It has to be the specific project. Client work can be stressful. But what my going home and smoking or going home taking a drink wine, what that would be for me in film is the shot and getting the lighting right and setting it up as
that's the hard part. That lighting is tough on
that's
the road.
Actually so easy for me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
on the road, it's a little tough. But to me, if you got the balloon light, I call them balloon lights.
Oh, really? You tried one of those?
I tried plenty.
I'm gonna have to try that. I heard it was good. I am a gaffer as well.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to try that. But I'm a focal length guy. I'm a pre-pro guy. Like that's my passion. And I'll sit on the phone and talk about pre-pro for hours. I might not pull up to the shoot if it's free, but But I'll sit in pre-pro with you.
What's your goal? What's your goal? How many customers you want by the end of the year? 'Cause I like to reverse engineer this.
Okay.
How many customers you want when you looking at the scope at the end of the year? Like, what's your number?
My number, I'll tell you this, I want 12 huge clients.
Okay.
I don't want 45 million. I want 12 huge clients.
Okay.
To make at least $250,000.
Okay. So that means each client is worth about...
I'm dyslexic. You better at math than I am.
20,000?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
At minimum.
So I just closed a $15,000 client.
Oh, you're awesome. I'm in a therapy session. I am not on a podcast.
I just closed a $15,000 client. And I already went to New Orleans and recorded all 12 episodes in 2 days.
Your system is really, really great.
All 12 episodes in 2 days.
You took that wall with you? You took the wall with you?
Yeah, well, I have a little thing that I could put it on.
Oh, type stuff?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
It's like a little rolling, moving thing.
You ever seen that mobile studio guy?
Yeah, I seen him.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you how I do like I have. I have a good idea.
Yeah, okay.
Better steal it before I get it. I'm about to give it to you.
Yeah, okay.
Y'all better get to it.
Yeah, y'all better pay attention. Yeah.
I'm gonna give me a box truck.
I think that's fine. Oh.
And have a mobile studio in there where I can pull up to people's house and record their podcast.
I think that's a good idea. When I saw the mobile studio guy with the van, I thought it was a great idea. I thought it was limited space though.
I'm gonna do a box truck that can at least fit about maybe about 12 people.
Oh, that's fire.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing is we gotta make sure we grab the right furniture before we come to you.
That too.
Yeah.
That too.
But I'm already gonna have everything mounted to the ground, the cameras, everything. What I'm about to do is an 8-camera setup.
8 cam
setup.
8 cameras. Yeah. How many people are you per podcast at this point when it comes to...
Well, the most we had was 6.
6, that's 8 cam is pretty nice. That's solid. That's solid.
Yeah,
First 6 cam, yeah.
Man,
I'm going to have to send these people to you because I got plenty of guys who always ask me to do it, and then I always quote really high because when you don't have the switchers and all that, I got to do all in post. So it's a lot more tedious. But I'm going to have to send them
Autopilot? You use Autopilot yet?
What is that? I don't shoot podcasts. I'm more like strictly corporate, mainly.
And that's
events.
good. That's why I say you have to stick to your niche. So it's only really 3 things we do here. So number 1, podcast.
Okay.
All right. Number 2, we help people build websites and funnels.
I think that's fire.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's fire.
We help them build websites and funnels.
Yeah.
And the number 3 thing is we help them create reels.
I think that's fire.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think it's all in the same ecosystem.
Yeah, it's in the same. It's in the same thing, and I don't want to. And then of course I got my social media people. I don't really count them because I don't really refer it unless they ask.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I don't really because right now we got 12. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
But it's a system in place. So like,
I agree.
You can send me the videos. I'm gonna come today. We're gonna do this. We sit down for the first 15 minutes. I already got my lady. She already got stuff. I already feel that. We good. All right. These are the 12 videos we're gonna do today.
I got a question based off that answer. I got a question. in this industry, what is your passion? Because your business sounds amazing, but what's your passion?
My passion is Why Now Is Your Time. So my passion is Why Now Is Your Time. And you guys know it's on 3 principles: life, brand, legacy. We teach you how to design your life, create your brand, leave your legacy. So people say, oh my God. So there's a group of people who don't know nothing about my studio. They don't know nothing about my studio. All they know is about my podcast.
Yeah.
Until I tell them about my studio.
Yeah.
So watch this. Come on. Being slow today. So a group of people don't know nothing about. All they know is why now is your time. So all they know is this. It's a group of people. My wife have her own motion going on. The name of her brand is called Allow Yourself Grace.
That's beautiful.
So let's click on it.
I love these names.
So we love them.
Yeah.
So she gonna see her motion. All right. It's a group of people. All they know is one marriage.
2 hustlers.
Love that.
I love that name.
1 marriage, 2 hustlers.
Shout out all the married people, man. Black excellence.
Black excellence.
Black excellence.
So then all they know is 1 marriage,
2 hustlers.
2 hustlers. That's all they know.
That's
all they know.
That's awesome.
Then it's a group of people. It's a group of people.
I love the Rolodex. He like one of those guys with the jacket open, like, hey, come get one of these.
So it's a group of people. All they know is OM, 2H, Creative, Studios, H. Oh, I gotta put an S. I'm tripping. HTX.com. So you gotta know what people come.
Okay.
Come on, man. What happened, man? Big tripping. OM2H. Create. Oh, look at me. That's my ADHD. Look at that.
It be happening to me all the time.
Here you go. Let me go back. So there's a group of people that only know OM2H. They'll call and be like, hey, man, I want to come check your studio out. Because we run ads.
You about to get me back into running ads, bro.
It's to me, I think that everybody should at least have a $5 a day ad running in their local area.
Yeah, I usually do 8 to 10.
Yeah, 8 to 10, whatever you want to do. I just use a number.
Cool, though. No, 5 is good.
Yeah,
5 is a good minimum number.
Yeah, I just use you could do 20. You can do.
Now people be tweaking. Like, 20, you're going to get your phone will be blowing up, which is good, though.
Yeah. Because you got to also know you don't want to work with everybody.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
All right. So then we got a group of people. All they know is the studio. All they know is the studio. Podcasting studio. Right here. They get to see the studios, the prices. I don't hide none of my prices. The vibe board. I tell people straight up.
I don't hide
prices.
none of mine either.
I tell people straight up. Some people want to hide their prices. I don't hide my prices.
No, they ask me straight up.
Yeah. Then we got a play that we running for our community.
Like a play? Like a theater play?
Nuh-uh.
Oh, I thought it was like a theater play. I was like, oh, shoot. Come on.
No, this is where a lot of my money's, where I make a lot of my money at.
And you make these people, when you do 3 months, you make them charge up front?
No, it comes out every 30 days.
Oh, so it's payments. Okay, cool. It's payments. Okay.
And then this is my digital, our community, the Digitalpreneur Institute. $47 membership.
I'm happy to join that.
$97 course. And then the done for you, $5,000.
I think that's cool. That's cool.
It's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a lot of moving pieces.
Yeah. Your sanity is good with all that too. All that moving. It's great.
Because
I can tell the passion behind it.
It's on audio though.
Yeah.
I only need to answer the phone for who calling for money. Ain't no money been involved. I'm good.
Let me ask you a question. You got 2 phones?
No.
You got 1 phone?
Well, we got a business phone.
Okay, cool. I'll first say
I don't have 2. The third phone is our business phone.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm looking to get another phone.
She usually answer that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
I'm trying to get my wife to do something. she's like, we about to be on baby number 2. So she's like, I'm tired. We about to get a house. So she's like, No. She work from home though. So.
Okay, cool. All right, last question. So,
yes, sir.
What do you want your legacy to look like at the end of this journey?
Oh, man, that's a great question. I saw somebody say, you know, work on your eulogy. And I always think about this. What I want my eulogy or my legacy to be is a man who changed the community with his art that he was gifted. You know, or whatever obstacle he faced, he went over it. He made a way for the children. He made a way for, you know, truth trafficking, peace putting together. I'm really big on community resolution when it comes to, you know, gangs and stuff. So I'm really big in that, and I want to make sure that, you know, they remember, you know, he tried. He did it, you know, and he strived of his best to do it, and he was a great example. So I strive to be, you know, the best person I can be. By God's grace. So yeah, that's my legacy. With film, and it's a little and in both, but I really want it to be more like that.
No, I love that. So I'm gonna leave you with this.
Yes, sir.
2 things. Number 1, legacy is greater than currency.
Yeah.
And number 2, people. Make sure I don't say it wrong. I wrote this down the other day. Here we go. I gotta make sure I don't say it wrong. Here we go. Go to my notes.
This audio right here sounds amazing.
Yeah. Here we go. Right here. It says, pain is temporary.
Yeah.
Some people only gonna show you love on your obituary.
Yeah, that gave me chills.
Let that sink in for a minute.
Yeah, that gave me chills for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So every day I wake up, I'm only living for the Most High. And so what I learned about life is success, you got to be willing to go along, all right, if you want to get to the peak of your success. A lot of times, we're trying to drag the same people with us. We got a new mindset. But these same people got an old mindset, but your mindset has shifted. So you got a new mindset trying to drag the same people with you. You tell me how this is going to work out for you. Again, man, I thank you for coming on, man. Any more questions before we get off? Any more?
No, man. Yeah, it's much love. I hopefully you bring me back on the podcast, man.
Yeah.
I'd love to sit down and chop it up with you again.
Yeah, man. It's good because one reason why I did invite you, I'm like, man, I knew you was younger.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, he younger. I could probably, and then I respect your craft.
I appreciate that.
Because I know what goes into it.
I appreciate that.
The average person don't know.
Yeah, they don't.
I know.
I appreciate that.
Because I live it.
Yeah.
So right now, our podcast, since 2021, because that's when we opened up, probably did about 1,900 shows. So imagine how much I learned, how much I felt in that process.
Yeah.
Imagine you like, damn, I got this, that. Oh, man, I got to do, So like you, and I made everything to where whenever my guys come in, they know part 1, part 2, part 3. It's like on paper.
Yeah.
All right, cut the camera on. Make sure the lens is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's all on paper.
Yeah.
All right, make sure. Is this button red? It's highlighted.
Mm-hmm.
This right here. All right, well, before the show start, make sure they good. Make sure their angles are right.
Yeah.
It's all a process.
Yeah.
And so that they don't need me.
Yeah.
Because I made it.
Yeah.
People say, well, if you sure they're going to take your business. No.
No, they're not.
People buy me.
Yeah, they buy people.
They buy me and my wife.
Yeah.
Nobody's work. I had people come from other studios because they was like, man, I like y'all vibe. I like what y'all doing. And when y'all edit that video, y'all did stuff that other studio didn't do. Timestamps, this and that. Like, you pay attention to detail.
Yeah.
They think I'm watching it, but I'm not.
Yeah, I know. I actually get imposter syndrome all the time when people walk up to people I know and they go, hey, man, you know, One Shot Nas, I kind of hate it, but I just do what I got to do, you know, to feed my family. And I done had people coming to my family, like, and just, man, One Shot Nas is going crazy. He doing this, he doing that. You texting me just like that. I mean, it's I get imposter syndrome. You know, I got some friends on YouTube. Shout out Marcus Films. Shout out, you know, Kofi. Shout out Justin Porter. You know, trying to get to know more of them, but me and Marcus are like super cool. And, you know, I'm around him. I'm like, man, I feel like I got imposter syndrome. People know you. They see me sometimes. I'm just like, you know, all praise due to God. So, you know, that's
the thing though, because I went to a wedding and I had a guy looking at me. Now, where I'm from Baytown. Somebody looking at me, man, you mean you want some smoke? I don't want the smoke.
Yeah.
But he came by me. He said, hey, man, are you Right Now Is Your Time?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, my name Lloyd. What's up, baby?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, oh, yeah, man, I always watch your videos, bro.
Yeah.
You know, man, I really think the way you inspire me. I said, oh, yeah, man, pleasure meeting you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's telling you that you don't need 1 million followers.
No, you don't.
To get recognized.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? But
100%.
people, I had people sit right here with 1 million followers making $0.
Yeah. I can see that. Nah.
No systems in process. No website.
Yeah.
They're posting. They good on social media. They just like, but they have no offers.
Yeah.
So walking around with no offers, it's like walking around with a blindfold on trying to drive your car.
Blind leading blind.
Yeah. So listen, man, I thank you guys for tuning in, man. Again, y'all know this is why now is your time, man. Go out and design the life you want, create the brand you deserve, but most importantly, leave your legacy and die empty. Don't die full. Too many people going to the gravesite with their dreams. Don't let that be you. Be blessed.